Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. This is quick market update. I have I wasn't I wasn't here. I was not in this market. I left early during B here. I didn't. There are several factors that why I did that. Is one is the volatility, not the volatility, but the uncertainty in which this market was at the time. We are having an inside bar, some sort of balance here. I'm going to check this now. I'm going to check this high here. This is distribution close. Anything to the upside, anything serious to the upside, will keep these distributions. Okay, that's one thing. But just after I come back to see this, I check. Look at this. Well, this low is exactly the POC here. This low exactly at the high. The next one that's the 50. The other one at November high. The other one half back. The other one at previous daily high. The next one half back. This is when the laggards come. And there was another half back being bought here, and it's just very questionable, very questionable day here. But there is something that I did not mention. I just come back. I was thinking about this yesterday, actually, over the weekend. Is when I saw this movement here. This may be the direction the markets want to go. That's what we say yearly today, right? But these kind of movements, the inspires fear, right? Inspires fear in the buyers, right? Because they think that this market is going to collapse here, and they are afraid to get long, right? Because it was just overwhelming. It took this range out in one single period. Or last night. That's one thing, and also that feeling can be, or they can feel the same while during this market was going higher, right? We saw how it took January 6th high here, and then from once this market took this area back, it dropped like a rock here, like maybe like 5, 6, 700, something like that, right? And gave us this excess here, right? Gave us excess here, but took the range, come back inside this. Let's put this one. Let's label this as the day. Look at exactly where it is, right? It is January 21 low, okay? It's exactly. Look at the nuance here. We have this one tick wider here, this POC. Market being bought right from that, right? That tells me something about who's buying here. It doesn't mean that they are going to collapse or they are going to fail in their attempt, because if that was the case, and this is when we have this randomness, random reward bias here. The random reward bias works this way, right? Just to summarize the bias, we have some action 1 and action 2, right? Whatever you do, this is 1, this is 2. right? Act 1, act 2. The same act. You do once, nothing happens. You do twice, nothing happens. You do 3 times, oh, something happened. Oh, good. Then let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing happens. 5, no, 6 is going to happen. Nothing happens. It keeps happening. Nothing happens. Keeps happening. Keeps happening. Keeps happening. Now we have 20 times. Ooh, finally, something happens. You got your reward after 20 attempts. Okay, let's do it again. This is the first try, the second try, the third try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, reward. Fifth attempt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The thing is, you can do this hundreds of times. It can happen 100 times. You know, research says about 200, about more than 200 times. Right? You will keep doing the same, expecting this thing that happened here, this thing that happens here, this thing that happens here. Right? This is random. Now, let's not do random now. You know? Feel serious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 8. You got reward. Okay, good, right? Second step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8. Ooh, again. If this repeats, right, from here, this time repeats again, around the same area, same times, same attempts. If there's a fourth, or fifth, or sixth time that this series is repeated, and you don't have this, right? Once you have 4 times, 3 or 4 times at the same area, for example, the next time you don't have it, okay, you start the question right away. The next time, if this doesn't happen, you won't attempt any more. You just quit, right? Just like that. But that doesn't happen when you have random rewards, right? You can keep doing this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up to 200 times, right? That's what happens in this business, and happens a lot, right? And we see here, we have seen here who's buying here, who's buying here, who's buying here, right? Who's buying here, right? And they are having the rewards, right? If this set of participants, this group of participants do not have something like that, they won't be in the market anymore. But that's what attracts. That's the illusion that this market has. Jim has. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen, right? This is just one thing, right? And this happens a lot now. You can see this, the random rewards. I have this channel. I have this one here. What is this? Apex. Okay. Apex here. You can see that here, for example. Right? Apex is a pro film here. What's another one? This is this is not Anthony. All right. And using this, I mean, there is, once you start to see these things, you understand. You can also add deep to your understanding, right? To what might be happening here, right? This is just another part of context here that's happening, right? Earlier I say here, you know, I have a bias here in this market. My bias, by acknowledging my bias, my bias is the downside. It doesn't mean I'm going to go short, right? What happened? We have a gap. We had a gap here, a big gap here. This gap has been closed. Didn't have further extension, was bought from here, which for me keeps this thing to the downside. But it doesn't mean I am going to go short. I have to understand what's happening as well. For once, I don't want to be short when the market is trending higher. And if we look and if we check our bar charts, look at this, there is no more one time frame lower here. There is something here though. You can place, sometimes this happens, and this happens quite often. If you can place a trend line here, okay? You got something here, right, to the downside. Now you got this. Next thing could be this side, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen because the market has now, first for once, get out of this range. This is the weekly time frame. Come back inside this. This is another range. This is a big one. It could potentially target this opposite side of this. Remember also this high, if we check our market profiles, this is no excess. This is non-excess high. This is not a solid high. The one below is not. Also, it's not. The one below is not. The one below is not. All of them are questionable on the upper side. All this one, and this one. But this one has been taken now. We have this one, this three here, right? I believe Jim also talked about this range in his market update, right? Come on. And the thing is, you want to do your own analysis of the market, and this is what I did. It was very hard. It was very hard to part ways, not to part ways with Jim, but to start doing my own. But it's necessary. It was painful, but necessary. But I always have Jim as a benchmark, right? And what does this mean? Because I did my analysis, I have written my analysis of the market, how I see the market, how I saw the market, and then compare. I cannot put this in words, but how thankful I am for having him, for just having somebody out there that you can trust and you can compare to. But it's not just any ordinary trader or anyone who is selling something there, because we can see here, right, how to make 500 in 5 minutes in SP500. Let's see. You will find a lot, right? $100 a day, $500 a day, $500 a day for beginners. Come on, man. $1,000. You will find, and you check this video, 37,000 views here, 26,000 views here, $500 a day, 31,000. Who doesn't want that, right? You just need to click here and you are sure you will make $1,000, a day. I don't want 1,000. I just want 200, right? That's enough, or maybe just 50. Okay, it's so easy, right? And check Jim, for example. Right? Check Jim. Right? At least now he has 2,000. This used to be like 900, 400 views when he started doing this YouTube thing, right? And from the beginning, from my beginning in my journey, I just thought about this, right? This was one of the principles that from which I guide my life, right? Other aspects of my life. Whenever I have a problem, because I used to do remodeling as well. I was in the remodeling business, and a lot of things, construction business. All the time you have problems there, and you have to solve your problems, right? But if you keep doing one thing, one way, you have X. You repeat the same thing, you also obtain X. right? X1, let's call it X1. Don't expect, right? If you were going to do the same thing again, if you do Y, if you do Y, if you do Y 3 times, don't expect to have C here. You know, the odds that you are going to have the same result that you have before doing the same thing are extremely high. And that was one thing, right, that hit me early here. It was, if I am going to do the same thing that all traders are doing, thousands of traders doing the same thing, I cannot expect to have the same results after that. You know, I cannot expect to be a good trader or having different results that this, you know, group of traders. If I keep doing the same, probably the odds are very high they are going to obtain the same results, right? Which in this case is not good. I don't expect to be a good trader if what others are doing have conducted them to be out of the business. That was the, and coming back to what I was talking, I'm really grateful that I had Jim, so I can check my thoughts, my opinions, and it is unbelievable how he has also evolved in these years. Witnessing his evolution it was just fantastic, and make me understand as well that this business, this journey, and the title of his new book is just amazing, right? The journey, right? This is a journey. Right? This is a journey. And when I come to, when I got this, right, when I accepted this is a journey, there's nothing written in stone here. After, for a while, I accepted this, right? And Jim comes with his new book, my potentially new book title, this journey. It's a journey. It's always changing. It is always changing. We have a range now here. For example, you have an inside bar, another inside bar. What can be, what are the guidelines? He'll go with the breakout of the balance. This is an absolutely weak range here. Very bad low, but let's go with the breakout of this range. Usually the best outcome comes when the breakout is in the direction of the trend. In this case, to the upside. This is a new, fresh trend to the upside. Still, it remains to be seen if this is going to take this high here, the monthly. Right? We are very close to reaching the opposite side of this range. Oh, by the way, Jim has this, right? I guess Jim's range is only this part, okay? But I consider the whole thing here, only this part here. And this is a thing. For example, when I do this, I write, I talk in the streams about these things, that puts this information in my memory, in my short-term memory, and that's very important. It's very important, so you can use later without thinking out of it. Many times also, because these things are so much happen in such short period of time that you can easily forget. I forgot about this Friday, for example, this range. My charts were not good, and my charts show M high being up here and M low being down here. I said, wait a minute, this is something weird here, right? But it took me a couple hours to realize, maybe a couple periods to realize that. Coming back, talking or writing your opinion, your view of the market, that's how you start to build something for you. At the end, it may be the same in this case as Jim, or maybe as mine, or maybe as Held, but it is yours, right? It is very. It feels good, for example, when, and this is very personal, okay? When I talk about this thing, this range here, and the next thing I know, the coming weekend, I see Jim talking about the same thing. Oh, that's when I started to think, oh, okay, I may be into something here, right? The next thing is to find your style. your style of trading, what kind of trader you are, or what kind of trader you want to be, or what kind of trader you can be. That's another thing, right? You might want to be one type of trader, but you can be one type. The one you can might not align, or at least not yet, with the type you want to be. And that's a work in progress. Something that I found very, very, very helpful was what it is. Let me count. This is personal. Okay, trading journal. Oh, okay. Okay, this has helped me a lot. Right? I need to. When you in today's market, I was doing this. For example, I started doing this back in December, November, I think. Right? What the perceived risks, the real risk, zoom in, zoom out, rules I have, right? Internalize what's in the deck, daily goals, thinking process, all that thing. And in the same way as talking about the market, internalize the information for later use. Writing about your goals, about your views, about the perceived threats, perceived and real threats, helps to internalize things. Right? That's kind of like a next step here. It's not in the same level at this thing. You need to have this, right? What we are talking here in the stream. Well, that's my personal opinion. I think Brett Steenbarger wouldn't have been such much help if I had him, for example, at the beginning of the journey, right? Now I can understand him better, and it has been really, really helpful. It's like when you are into something and you need some guidance to overcome, to hit a new milestone. That's what I say about Bert Steenbarger books. They're really good. And he has his own view as well. It's very, very different than what I would do sometimes. But I take what is useful for me. Right? Same thing, for example, I learn a lot from I learn a lot, and this is something I would like to share as well. I learned a lot from Tom. I guess the last thing. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, we have Netflix today. Netflix. Oh, okay, this is not looking good, man. This has to be outstanding number because this is a huge risk that these guys are taking. I thought Netflix was tomorrow. Okay, all right. I may do something after. What I was talking? Oh, I was thinking about okay, X, right? I want to show something. Tom Hugard here. I guess. Oh, okay. This is still here. This is last. He talks about. He is one. He trades big. He doesn't trade small, as I do, and he uses He uses most of his opportunities. When I saw him, most of his opportunities happens. In early in the morning. I won't say at the opening, but early in the session. I haven't seen. I don't know if he trades all day or he's in the market all day, but that's his style. That's something I wouldn't do. I feel like I can do, but I have learned a lot from him as well. All right, the way how he sees the markets. When you start to find this kind of people. Successful traders. The thing is not to trade exactly like them. Right? That's not the goal, but learn how he thinks. That's the thing. process that is behind all of his actions. That is what matters here in this business. What is the process? Because that's something that you can repeat over and over. Once you have something, right? Once you have a process, and accept, right? I have to accept here that uncertainty is the business here. I don't know what is going to happen here. For example, there's about this. This is a balance, inside balance in a trending day with good odds, maybe targeting the 6100. Trading is very visual. They may have seen the 6100. They want to reach we are so close, right? We are so close. These calls, the 6100, these were like $4 or $5, 4 or 5 points yearly. Look at how they are. The market had advanced about 20, 30 points, and the value of this has decreased because this is spiked today. Right? So options is a different type of trading here as well. This is the nuances of this market is very different, or this type of trading is very different as well. Now, something that I just noticed now, but this is also, again, personal, the next reference I have is maybe this ones here, or this 3Y high from this day. From which day is this? Which day is this? Let's check it out. Which day is this? This one here, right? This trend, when this trend started, you got this one here, which, by the way, is the high of the range. Is the top of this range, and it's dangerous. This is, for me, this is very, we may have some acceleration here in this area here. And I thought this was a nuance. I don't know if this is a glitch, but because this is a mirror, it's mirroring this thing, but it helps really, because I can disregard just all what I have on the right and just come here. I just realized, I don't know if this was made on purpose, right? Because now I can, instead of comparing to this day, for example, this one here, because the market is way higher than that, I still have the reference. This was the gap close. I still have the reference, but now I'm using this day, which is very, 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 very nice here. Look at where this high is. We have half back. Now, something here. Something here. Where's gray? Okay, gray here. Check this. This is value area from this day, right? Here, let's go default again. This is technical, right? This POC could have been here, could have been here. You can see right there, right? Right now is exactly at the low of the value area, selling, stopping, pit stop right at the halfback. So this high is very questionable here. Right? This is a trending day we have here. We are fine. Don't fade the trading day. Don't attempt to close. Don't attempt to go against that. Right? We have an overnight POC as well here in this day. All the distribution from the overnight have been closed. Very unlikely that this inventory from the overnight is still there, because this is back from December. More than 1 month has passed. Short-term traders, overnight traders are unlikely to, if you have something here to the downside, you are not going to, if the market comes down here, you are not going to keep you short when you see the market going higher, right? You see? That's the thing here. Yeah. Because the overnight inventory, short inventory is just short term. It's not big money willing to stay there. It is the overnight POC right there, right? I really like this future here. I'm going to call it future. I don't think this is a glitch, man. I think this was made on purpose. And if it's not, I hope they keep it. It is really good. The only way to remove this mirror it was annoying, right? Because it is exactly the same thing. It is exactly the same thing. But it's very, very helpful. Right? Actually, I would send a video then on this. It's very, very helpful. Right? The 6100 maybe what they're aiming, what short-term traders are aiming, and some selling may happen. And now, watch out. Above the 6100 from this day, I have left this 3Y high. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 3 times was sold from this high. We have excess here. There is one very, it seems like a elongate. This is a double distribution from this day. If this one is taken, this could gain some relevance here. This one here. This little one here. I haven't seen any compromise here. Look at this high, man. Look at this low. Now, of course, this market is going to break. It's going to go all the way back to here, but who knows? Look at that, man. You know, sometimes, I'm going to say this again, and this is what I have written in Discord. Sometimes you just let the market alone, man. As I say, this is a new cycle, a new 4-year cycle. I still don't know how this is going to be. There are some things, some nuances here that don't favor the upside, right? One of those being, you know, everybody being lined up with this being this is going to be an extraordinary year. One thing I was thinking, for example, is, you know, this the war in Ukraine has created a lot of things, right? A lot of havoc in many things, right? A lot of the inflation, I believe, also is related to that geopolitical situation there. But another thing is, you know, many, and this is the bigger picture, right? Many investments that were located or were placed in Russia, for this effect, China as well, right? Had to be written off, right? For this, you have seen banks, automotive companies, cellular cell phone companies. There's a lot of companies that have written huge losses there, right? There were 200 billion, 300 billion. They have left everything there, and there's a lot of investment also that have to be relocated. And you are not going to go back to Russia, and that money has to go somewhere. And what is the safety in a risky, in the volatile, in an uncertain environment or in a certain world? Which country would you invest your money? Invest in Russia, invest in China, invest in Philippines, Germany, London, where you can get, you try to find a safe place, a safer place. And if you can find a place where you can have better returns, that would be better also. And that puts the New York Stock Exchange, that puts the United States at the top of the list. There's no safest place like this in the country. And I think that has a lot to do with what happened last year as well. But that allocation eventually ends as well, right? There's not infinite money there. And there's no infinite supply that has to be relocated. It ends. Now, look at this. Okay, this level here, it's key here. Now let's see if this, okay, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white here. This has no far wide. PLC can very well move higher here. You know, if K trades in this range, for example, K and L trades in this range, PLC can move higher. If M or L closes this distribution, value can move low, higher as well. And traders are expecting. They cannot forget what happened here. This overnight. This is huge sell-off that happened here. They're expecting something like that, and that, trying, or getting rid of those biases is very hard, and that can be the doom, and that is the doom of many, many, many traders, man. Another thing that can happen here, we can see a big break here. Right now is being bought from this level, for example, and then the next thing we know, market is down here. It did not have an upside breakout. The 3-period balance did not have an upside breakout. It's like selling on that level. This is late in the session, when possible rebalancing has a tendency to happen. I'm not going to do anything here, man. No, sir. I stick to my beliefs here. Hey, Adrian, how are you, man? Long time no see you. Let's see if something. There can be an opportunity to buy here, actually. Right there. Whenever, if there is something, I got these things to monitor. I have no plans, no intentions to do anything here. In the same way as watch charts, I also watch this. I haven't found an option today, for example, to even do mental tests. This is becoming key here. I'm coming back inside this range, because this is a second day. I am splitting this GHIJ from the rest of the market. I'm treating this as a second day. Coming back inside here would be the same thing, right? That is doing. Now I am not looking at this one anymore. This one is coming back to focus. No, this one here. Right? The same thing that happened here. When the market re-entered this range, closed the gap and re-entered this range, and was bought exactly from POC. Look at this, man. This is a coincidence. Bought from POC, sold from Halbach. No, I was going to say sold from POC, but it's not. It was not. Man, this is beautiful. Don't you love this business? It can be very frustrating sometimes, man. If you were doing something here and your stop was being hit every time you place a trade, it was grueling. I come back to the market in G. Oh, boy, that was so desperate, so grueling here. Something that I noticed, H has a huge block here, has 8,000 here, 8,000. It was a huge block. Look at the volume we have here. This is not bad. This market stopped one tick from closing this. sometimes this is when this is the lottery, right? Look at how cheap these ones are. 6100. This one here, right? 6100. This 20.2. You can get 5 of these for $50, and that's a risk you're willing to take. You get 5, $50. You are risking $50 here, and plus commissions. That's $75. and aim to the market taking this 6100 here. It is unbelievable how many times this can happen, right? How sometimes, not how many times, how sometimes this can happen. This is some rebalance. This short, this long inventory was bought from here, and this one, something that happened quite often is the market keeps going higher, and the value of this remains the same, because these ones are expiring today. Market goes higher. The closer it goes to the 6100, the closer it gets to the closing as well. And there's value, time value here. I don't know how that's called, implicit value or something like that, right? That affects this option as well. Look at that. Look at that, man. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Never short a trending market. What time? I'm going to get ready for Netflix. What time Netflix reports? Let's go. What time? Netflix 7 p.m. What the heck? Easter time? Gosh. Well, that's a good resting area as well. Let's wait here for Netflix. Yeah. All right. I said it was going to be quick. I guess I extended way past quick here. I guess, right? I hope it helps. In you, unless once again, unless you have any questions, I'm going to call it a day. And wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. See you.